And we wait for it to open up. Woo! Now, can I hear myself? And we wait for it to open up. Woo! Yes, I can. Alright, and I'm quiet because my headset's, now, can I hear myself? Pretty far away from my face. So by talking a little bit louder like this, I should be able to hear myself a lot better. Alright, and I'm quiet because my headset's, now, can I hear myself? Woo! Pretty far away from my face. It's not the greatest recording quality, but woo! Oh, that was a terrible time to cough the moment I lowered the headset. Alright. Holy crap. Not going to be able to see if anybody's watching this right away. Woo! I am shirtless and that wind is cold. Holy moly. Doing my VR in my comfiest pajamas. Oh, there was the mouse on screen. That's always fun to see. Oh, I'm a professional, I swear. Alright, welcome everybody. There's been an update to the Medieval Mega Pack. So I'm going to hop in and get the most out of it. And by the most, I mean the murders. The most of the murders. Now, I've only got one controller active right now because Warp Frog likes this thing where because I have a shit ton of mods it has to load, everything freezes when the game tries to boot up. So then I turn on my other controller, which I'm gesturing with, but you can't see. And that somehow bypasses its seize up that it sometimes does. So, God, that wind is really cold. Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn that fan off. I got the fan on because the headset gets really warm on my head and the sweat can get into my eyes and everything and just makes it a nasty time. But by having that fan on, my head doesn't get as hot, but now my whole body's shivering. So I'm gonna have to do some jiggy moves to warm up, keep my body temp up so I don't get a cold again, because I just got better from a cold. I don't want another one. And I know it was the cold, not the, well, whatever you're allowed to call it on YouTube these days, because I got tested. I don't know why I keep gesturing with my hands. You can't see them. And I'm looking around so much, I'm probably giving people, like, motion sickness. But that's a risk you take when you watch my videos. God, it is almost impossible to hold my head still right now. I don't know why, but whenever these loading screens pop up, my ADHD goes to, oh, hey, it didn't do it. Awesome. So I can go boop, boop, auto height, and boop. And we're in, baby. Bam, 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 bam. The other controller's booting up now. It is active. There we got some MMP tips there at the bottom. Trying to hold my head still so you can read them. Gonna just peek at the chat real quick. Nobody in the chat. That's fine. Whoa! Just realized that my game has some overlap going on. There we go. That should be better. You should be seeing things a lot nicer now. Sure. Now, on me are a bunch of the new Native American weapons, because for those of you who don't know, I am an 8th Native American, which I know every white guy likes to say, oh, I'm a bit Native American, but, like, I'm legitimate. Like, my grandmother used to tell me what it was like, you know, being half and half and shit back in her day and age. She'd get some discrimination, especially living down in Missouri, you know. My grandfather was full-blooded, you know, he actually lived on a reservation when my grandma was little, so I actually got to hear what it was like to grow up on a reservation from my grandma. So anywho, we'll ignore that until we get to it. We're going to hop right into some of the new shit. So, yeah, I still have the longsword pack. I've also got this Inquisitor pack. This is some beautifully made weapons, but these are by Miscellaneous or Malicious or something, but it's not Medieval Mega Pack. This is its own thing. They're beautiful, they're wonderful, but they're their own thing. Here we go. So first things first is this adorable 3-fingered knife. Fun fact, it doesn't do what all the other daggers do. and it doesn't like auto-correct all the time. See, it's doing it now, but I threw it at people and it hit them like hilt first, see? If I just... There we go, now it worked. But see, it doesn't do it all the time. And I don't know why, because if any other dagger, if I grab them, it doesn't matter how I throw it. Oh, I guess it does. I guess you do have to flick your wrist. Okay, maybe I'm just throwing it wrong, because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm just an idiot, that's my bad. Okay, anywho, this is a Scottish knife. They're typically very tiny, and they're worn in, like, the kilt. So that way, you know, they're tucked up against your nethers, you know, and you're gonna pull this out and just mutilate somebody real up close, you know. It's literally a last resort kind of knife. If you read the description, here we go. Worn in the hose of the traditional outfit, or in the hose of the traditional outfit. Can I help you? Yeah? Okay. Big ol' thumbs up. Can you go play in a different room? Go play in a different room. Dada doesn't want to accidentally hit you with his controller. Can you go play in the living room? Do I need to throw your toy out of here? Then go play in a different room, please. Hey. Go play in the living room. Not asking anymore. Here, take it. Take your toy. Good girl. Bye-bye. I love her, but she just don't listen. Let me make sure I'm not going to smack nothing now that I've stepped off my normal spots. Alright. So sorry about that. My daughter is wonderful. I love her. She don't fucking listen. Anywho, so we've got this guy. Another Scottish weapon is the dirk. As you can see, their design is very similar. Whoa. Stop jumping. The design of the blade profile is very similar. That kind of pointed tip that slightly rounds. The handles aren't very similar. Its handle is a lot more similar to the Iberian dagger kind of thing. But, you know, it is what it is. Every dagger's different. I'm sure I could find 24 of these that look exactly like the dirk. But yeah, both dirks and the Stygian dub are Scottish. In fact, a lot of dirks from Scotland, the dirk was like a symbol of your masculinity. Like if you, when the Scots were told to give up their dirks, a lot of them said they would rather die. Because that was a symbol of their manhood, you know? It was kind of like a samurai and their swords. Nothing else new there. We go to blade. Was there something new in the blades? There is not. I don't think there's anything new in the single edge. But there is something I did notice recently. That was a difference between these two. Because this one has that swoop back head I don't like, but this one now has a much more straight knife head, which I do like. I still hate that all of the nails, which is what this thing's called, it's called a something nail, they're all on the right side, which is traditional because this would be a right-handed weapon, but it just looks dumb when I wield it in my left hand, which is why I prefer the falchions, like this one, with its false back edge, able to get on the reverse cut. God, did I stab through a metal container? Whatever. Damn. Anywho, the next new thing that I know for a fact is new is the jettered axe, which again, Scottish. Now, the jettered axe is a pretty interesting weapon. It's a thick blade here on the end of just a regular pole, but a banded pole if you look closely, and I need a better light source. Do I not? Am I not carrying a lamp on me? Interesting. Oh yeah, this is another new thing, but we'll get to that in time. If you'll notice, there's banding on all sides of this poleaxe, which allows you to block with essentially any side of it, except for the front, which I think is stupid. But, you know, if they're swinging at you, you can just turn it sideways like this, and even, like, brace your hand and be like, ka-ching, king, cha, you know? Has this extra long banded handle for a two-handed grip. If I just... Nope. Oh well. For a two-handed grip, I can be like this, and I can shoom, shoom, you know? Get big swings in there. It'd also probably help on horseback for getting those good fell sweeps, or going against horse, being able to brace with two hands and get him with that point. So honestly, fucking nice weapon. Though it does harken... It does harken back an image of an Indian weapon. Yep, the Kadan, or the Khanda. And anybody with a half a fucking brain cell will see the obvious resemblances, you know. The hilt that fully envelops your hand with the handle afterwards. The bit of dedicated blocking edge that both of these carry before the actual blade emerges, and then the back, the braced back, meant again for blocking as well as a durable spine. So yeah, they have a lot in common. I'm not saying they're the same weapon, but if you were to hand a trained Indian soldier one of these, or a Scotsman one of these, I'm sure they would be able to use it almost the same. Okay, that was a lot cooler than I expected it to be. We're getting a new Gata, I think, in the next one. No, wait, it wasn't the Gata, it was the Gertz. We're getting a new Gertz in the next update. I saw it in the showcase, and I'm really fucking excited. We're also getting a new heavy blunt, or big blunt, the stick, the Goddendag. We're getting a new one of these, and as much as I love this one for its just brutal look, I like the new one for its simplicity, because the Goddendag was actually more of a farmer's simple weapon, so. I'm excited to see those. Moving back on, we have in the bludgeons category, we now have a better tournament mace, or a tournament mace, we didn't have one before. These things, the riveted blunt here was meant for like the crack and the whack in tournaments. They're safe, quote unquote, because they're hefty and compact. But I mean, this will still break a bone. But its full metal build means you could block with it, you can crack with it, but it doesn't have the length like some of these other maces. I'll just go with the War Club. See, it doesn't have the length that some of these others have. Another example, we'll go with the Pernich. So you can get a lot more momentum out of that. You know, the Shystoper. Close, but still no cigar. The Morning Star, which is new. I always wanted a nice Morning Star. Still not there. The Holy Water Sprinkler is more of a pokey than anything. The Spike Ball Mace, this is what I used as a Morning Star. Still not there, you know. So yeah, you can just kind of tell, like, this thing's weight is shortened so that you can whack, 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 but also so you don't kill, kill, kill. But it does have a point, but not a very fine point. So there will be some jabbity-jabbities. Moving back on, the Morning Star is a newer edition. I love Morning Stars, I do. Of all the bludgeons, Morning Stars are my favorite. Even though flanged maces, we'll just go back to the Shystoper. Something like this may have a longer lifespan, because sometimes these flanges are rather thick. you can wackety, wackety, wackety. Like the Pernich has very thick flanges. See, those are some thick bitches. The downside is those flanges aren't going to be able to penetrate metal. They're just going to dent it. Where things like the holy water sprinkler and the spiked ball mace, these are meant to go through the metal and get the person underneath. Also, something like those, while they'll still do blunt impact to a person who's unarmored, that's all you're going to do. Blunt impact. You'll break bones, you'll break arms, but you're not going to... It's not going to be one hit to the chest and they're dead. It's going to be a hit to the chest and you've broken all their ribs, but you still need to hit them in, like, the head to kill them. One hit to the chest from this and they're going to bleed the fuck out. Because I'm essentially smashing them with a hedgehog from hell. So, Morningstar for the win. If I was playing in a zombie apocalypse, I'd want a Morningstar over one of those other weapons. Plus, the Morningstar is not likely to get stuck in the armor. This one has these little divots at the ends of its spikes. That might make it more likely to get stuck in the armor, but at the same time, something like this, a lot of people are like, oh, you don't want the spikes, they'll get stuck. No, they won't. Alright, weapons that get stuck are things like this. War picks get stuck because it's such a long fucking nail that you're sticking into somebody. That's gonna get stuck in somebody. God damn, that's a lot sharper than I give credit for. Anywho, moving right along. Go back into the big. Let me just do a quick doobie-doobie-doo. A great hammer? I think I've seen the great hammer before. Yeah, I have. Not so great. Durgan, I love that. Or Dorgan. Nothing new here. I thought it might be here, but now looking back at it, it's probably in the Asian, but we'll get to that. We'll go to Spear. I kind of wanted to wait on this one, but I don't want to wait any longer on this one. Meet the Fire Lance. So Sujin's gotten really into activatable weaponry with this new update. Things that you can light, things that you can hit trigger to use, stuff like that. So if I just go ahead and light that. Boom, baby. Now you're thinking, well, Jake, now the spear's useless because you've activated its fire element. Just wait. Pretty sure this whole thing, like, fades away. Or maybe not. But still, it is still a spear. And now it's a fire-imbued spear that can pierce armor more effectively. So it's still a pretty decent spear. Like a lance. This is pike length, you know. And now that it's fire imbued, for a few stabs at least, you can easily go through the armor of a few heavily armored enemies that your blast may not have handled. But, sadly, it is a one-time use. See? The fuse is rendered null and void for all intensive purposes. It doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, that's the Fire Lance. I fucking love it. I've used it in the dungeon already. It was during one of those raids where, like, I lined up all the enemies. I managed to kite them all into a row, lit it, stabbed one of the guys with it, threw him to the side, and then right as I realigned it, it just went boom, and I swept the crowd with it. And just lit, like, 6 people. It was fucking amazing. He did fix the falchion staff. The issue was that it couldn't be taken off the back when it was put on the back. He has fixed that issue. So I might be using the falchion staff again. Because I love this kind of glaive. That boom. Plus the all metal means I could, like, ting, bam, bam, you know? I mean, I know there's other glaives like it, you know, the actual in-game glaive, you know, this glaive is very similar idea. And, you know, the Gusarme, the glaive Gusarme, if I could not have it stuck in a wall. You suck. There we go. This, incredibly similar in blade design to the falchion staff. but it has the Gusarme hook, which is this little thing on the back, meant to take riders off their horse, so it is technically different. Come here, you. Okay, you're just gonna be stuck there, I guess. Moving right along. Wooden lance. Interesting, I'll have to try you out sometime. Moving right along to the ranged category. For those of you wondering how to use the new guns, that's backwards, we now have instructions. Any flintlock weapon, which is the blunderbuss, the pistol, and the flintlock rifle, all work like this. You put the round in, cock the hammer back, pull the trigger. The matchlock, which is the arquebus right here, works a little different. You need to put the round in, use the striker on the flash pan, and then pull the trigger when the striking fuse here, or not the flash pan. Don't use it on the flash pan. Use the striker on the wick, and while the wick is lit, you touch it to the flash pan, and it works. See? Oh, hold on. We also have a way to use the cannon now. Instructions on how to use the hand cannon, which is right here. You have to put a black powder pouch in, then you put the cannonball in. Chill the fuck out! Jesus! And then after you put the cannonball in, you hit the thing and then hit the thing. So yeah. So looking at his new weapons, we'll go with the blunderbuss first, and we'll spawn a bullet pouch here. They always do that. Now, the regular bullets, I'm an idiot, they don't go in here. You put the shot in the blunderbuss. Cock it back. And it shoots like 5 to 6 at one time. Let's just try and count this. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can't count that. That's a lot, though. Sometimes they're very condensed. Other times they're rather open. So... My God. So you don't have to use the fire striker. You can just use fire enchantment. And then... kaboom. But he added a striker into the game. That was a clay bomb. He did add a fire striker into the game for expressly using weapons like this. But what it also does is ups the level of fire enchant by 1 every time you... Oh, it's gone. Awesome. Thank the Lord. He also added a clay bomb bag. So now I've got a whole bag of these fucking things. No, that don't work. Okay. I did learn a neat trick. If you hit the clay bomb with a fireball, you can get it to go off. Like that. It's very hard to do, but you can do it. I threw like 7 of those and hit him with a meteor, and they just scattered, and then boom, 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 boom. It was hilarious. He also added the Fukuya, or Fukiya. He added the fuck ya. Fuck ya. I have so much trouble using this because of my VR. Getting anything close to my mouth is difficult. But you put it where you would put it when you want to like eat an apple. Ah. And there you go, it fires the dart out. Like that. Just try and fire it something a little further away. See, you saw the dart shoot out and it landed somewhere over here by this bucket. As much as I'd love to use this, I would fucking adore using that. I can't. Because my VR is just too unreliable. He also added a new weapon to the arrow options. Ta-da! I'm gonna go... Ooh. I was gonna go ahead and put this on my back. And then we'll just, wait there a second, will you? I've always wanted to try this. Oh my god, it works. I can just load regular. Now, if I have a fire enchantment on my finger, I can light, fire, and boom! Alright, now what you can also do is knock, whoop, nope, knock and not fire. So you knock the arrow. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I'd have to drop the fire starter. That is a lot closer timing. You have to be very quick about that. I like this one, just and then... Boom. For those of you wondering about the red line you're seeing, that is my trajectory mod. As long as I hold the bow pretty fucking level, it'll go very close to where I'm aiming. But it took me a long time to get good with it. Don't tell me that lit the other ones. That's awesome! I don't think that one's gonna blow. So wait. See, it's not perfect, but I can get close. And then... and the others just start going off? That's awesome. All the others, the arrows disappeared. Your arrow didn't disappear. Oh well. So yeah, that's that. Honestly, they're a lot of fun. I used them in a dungeon for shits and giggles, doing that little trick. And I used his warbow because I'm a big fan of the look of the warbow. Just a big fucking fan of this warbow. I'm also a pretty big fan of the composite bow. Just because, like, this would be a horse-mounted bow, and the composite metal here allows you to get so much more pull. But I think my favorite of all of his bows is either the warbow or probably the Daikyu. Whoa! Because the asymmetrical design of it has always fascinated me. So. Anyhoozles. For those of you who haven't forgotten, there is still bodkin arrows in the game now. I'm a massive fan of bodkin arrows because they are meant to counter chainmail due to the shape there. But at the same time, in this game, the bodkin arrows have a very unique effect. They don't stick into the opponent. They just go through them. They will punch a hole through and through a person. I killed two dudes with a single bodkin arrow by getting a double headshot. It was hilarious. The broad arrows he uses, the wide tip, capable of dealing very high damage to lesser armored enemies. That is very true. One of these arrows can sever a body part, thanks to my new decapitation mod. Which makes it a little easier to, like, sever body parts. But even before then, I took a dude's head off with one of these arrows, because he has these arrows dealing slice damage instead of pierce damage. So yeah, you can shoot a person's limb off with one of those. And then this one, this just knocks a bitch out. They will get back up. But if you hit them in the head with one of these, they'll get knocked to the ground, but they will get back up. It takes a minute. The silver arrows, you enchant that arrow with magic, and it retains it for multiple shots. But none of that's necessarily new. Moving on to what is new, I believe it's in the rarity category. No. Okay. So we'll just move on to the American. This whole category is new. Every weapon in it, brand spanking new. We've got this traditional shield here. Believe it was used by either the Mayans or the Aztecs. I want to say Aztec. Yeah, Aztec! Because the stair-step patterns are very Aztecian. We've also got an obsidian dagger. Just doesn't say where. A lot of different cultures used obsidian. The Aztecs were famous for their use of obsidian, particularly in the... whatever the fuck this is called. I'm just going to call it the sword club. Yeah, it was a club with obsidian teeth that allowed it to cut like a sword. The Makuhayuto. I don't know. I'm just going to call it the club sword. Its obsidian teeth there allowed it to slice, and if the teeth fell out, they could just stick new ones in. So I would believe that this dagger would be of, you know, Aztecian origin, but Native Americans here in the States did use obsidian. They weren't, you know, completely foreign to it, especially around volcanic outlets like Yellowstone. We also have a Hawaiian weapon, which... I mean, this just looks like something Satan would give your proctologist. This is a nasty fucking looking weapon. It's all made out of shark teeth. Shark tooth. I know it's shark bait, but whatever. Fuck off. I have not used this yet. I haven't. I want to, but I haven't. I actually have held a real-life one of these. That belonged to my granddad, because remember, my granddad was full Native American. He had one of these. It was way more ornamental than this one. This one's only slightly ornamental. You can see, like, some engravings on it. His had, like, whole patterns carved into the handle, all the way down, all the way up. The ball had all sorts. His was a lot more ceremonial than functional, but my God, was it functional. That thing was heavy. And yeah, these war clubs, because the ball here held most of the weight, you could crack a man with it, and I've used this in the dungeons, and it lays fuckers out. It knocks them to the fucking ground, man. It is like hitting them with the hand of God. Get that shit out of my way. I need more space. Hits them like the hand of fucking God. I have not used this, but I'm tempted. This is essentially a two-handed version of that sword. They went for more leverage than they did cutting surface. So it's more of an axe, like a two-handed axe. This calls it a bone-breaking club with shards of incredibly sharp obsidian affixed. So yeah, it's like an axe. You'd come down really hard, and it would crack the bone, and then that obsidian would allow it to cut into the flesh. And I'm guessing with a good enough swing, you could probably tear an arm off, / cut an arm off. Gunstock War Club held a real-life one of these as well. Again, belonged to my grandfather. His tip was different. His was just a arrowhead that was completely embedded. Didn't have like this little divot on either side. It was just completely embedded. Gunstock War Clubs were really big around the time that the natives started to fight back, essentially. If you look at it, you'll realize what it is, why it's called the Gunstock War Club. This is the stock of a rifle. This would be where the barrel would sit, and down here would be where the trigger would sit. They just took that shit out, or didn't carve all the way through, and they just use it like this. You know, they make a handle here, put that there, and it's incredibly effective! Because the way that it bends like that puts a lot of that forward weight onto that point, allowing you to very effectively crack down. And even if I turn it around and I go to use the back, that inverse curve means that when I hit somebody, all the weight of my hit is going to push them into that bit there, and it's going to pull them as it hits them. So you're going to move a person's center of mass with a very effective hit. So no matter what side of this you're hitting a person with, it is lethal. You know, it's just an effective weapon. Haven't got to use that one in the dungeons yet. I was really tempted to. Here we've got a Maori short club, very similar to the Nightjack. If I just jump out real quick and then jump back in. Nope, it'd be an item. Would it be in items? Yes, it is. The blackjack. Very similar concept. A lot of dense weight on a very short handle, allowing you to just kind of crack a man with it, you know? Just bam. Now, apparently this thing's shaped like a liver, I think is what the description says. Yeah, designed from the shape of a human liver, which I think is hilarious, because, like, if this is what a liver looks like, that's kind of cool. Those of you who watch The Mandalorian might recognize this a bit. The Tusken Raiders weapons are based off of these Fiji weapons. So this point here is hardened wood. It's like fire-hardened wood, okay? And what happens is when they hit with that beak, it can actually, bam, go right through a bone, right through the side of the skull. There have actually been evidence of this denting plate mail. Just as like a Deadliest Warrior knockoff wanted to do. The spikes around the outside kind of prevent your opponent from grabbing it and like trying to like catch it or stop it, you know? Because, you know, they don't want to grab a bunch of those sharp wooden spikes. So yeah, it just, bam, and it's very hard to counter because they'd have to counter down here. And then you could just pull it and pull their hand into those spikes and then go, ah, then you crack them again. Moving down, we've got a stone war axe. I actually made one of these ones. I'm hoping my grandma would be proud of me. Don't know if she was or not. Her response to it was that I did my lashing wrong, and I had to redo it. They did their lashing wrong here as well. They've only got one band going up either side. You want an X pattern on both sides. That way it's durable in both directions, because the last thing you want to do is drive, flip it around, hit, and just have the whole stone pop out the front. But yeah, you've got a pick end back here, which was normally sharp and short. And then you've got the weighted chopping end up here, which is for the actual smackety-smackety. So, cheap, easy to make. Later, when they started to learn how to use metal, and they started mirroring the tomahawks of the Americans, the Europeans, the colonizers, you got things like this, the peace pipe tomahawk. So the handle would be hollowed out. It'd be one long pipe. And then here's where you'd put your tobacco and where you'd light it, and then you'd smoke it from the handle, you know? So this would be a wider bowl. It wouldn't be this narrow. And then, so it's essentially what you do is you'd offer this to somebody. You know, you'd be like, what do you want? Do you want peace or do you want war? You know? What do you want? Do you want to smoke 'em peace pipe or smoke 'em some ass? Hopefully they chose peace. And this, Aztecian, as you can tell by the obsidian teeth, but it's a spear. And when it says it was used by the frontline military of the Aztecs, I'd believe it. Anybody who's watched King's Classroom knows, from the various cultures I covered in Season 4, most cultures back in the day used spears as their front line. Spearmen with a shield as their front line. Because you cannot get better offense and defense from being able to just poke someone to death. I mean, yeah, it's a very good defensive weapon. Spears are great for keeping distance. But if your enemies aren't wearing thick armor, spears are also incredibly good at offense. Because you can jabby, and then when you start to realize you're getting overrun, you can just, you know, throw it at an opponent, take him out at range, and then pull out your backup weapon, whatever it may be. You know, probably fucking something like this. You know, pull one of these out your butthole, just, and then whack, go in there. Or you'll have these guys in the back row, and once the enemy starts really pressing up on your spears, you know, you guys break and they come out whacky, 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 whacky. So, yeah, Aztecs were vicious, man. Gonna move on to a bit of the Japan for right now. As I told you, Sujin getting really into how to activate weapons. You know, things that can flip open, flip closed. So we've got a Tezen now that can open and close, which I think is fucking amazing. Ah yeah, here they are. So the Kanabo family as he called it, got a whole new facelift, starting with the Arabo, which is like a tiny little backup weapon. Something like this would be wielded like worn on your hip if you had like a spear in your main hand, you know? And this would be used for dealing with like the Date's bulletproof soldiers, you know, somebody in heavy plate, you'd want to take them out. A more dedicated weapon is the Kanabo. This would be in place of your katana or whatever your main weapon was. Boom, you know, studded bat, always great. The Kanasaibo, for those who are really fucking mean. Bigger, heavier, more metal, but way more destructive power. And yes, it is rumored that the Oni favored Kanabos and Kanasaibo. So, he's said to be favored by demons due to the strength required to use it. So yeah, those guys all got a facelift. Anything else that I might be missing? I should not sing. That is going to make everybody unsubscribe. I don't know if I showcased this one last time, but the Ikiwa is one of the newer additions. I love the Ikiwa because anyone who's seen me play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, when he wields the spear in his offhand and like a weapon, you know, a sword in his main hand, I'll just pretend the little Arebo's my main weapon. He's wielding it like an Ikiwa, you know? He's ching ching jab jab ching ching jab ching whack. So, you know, there's that. Oh, I forgot something. It just clicked in my head. I never showed you guys the flintlock rifle. I showed you the arquebus, I showed you the blunderbuss, I didn't show you the rifle, and it's bayonet! It's not the sharpest looking bayonet, but it fucking works. You hold it like this, and you can jab right through somebody with it. My favorite thing is to stab a person and then fire. So I'll be holding it back here, you know, and I'll jab, it'll go through them, and then just BAM! He launches them off the end of it. But Jesus, chill. The flintlock rifle can pierce shields. It goes right through shields and plate mail. There is no stopping a bullet out of this thing. And it is very incredibly accurate at very long ranges. I fired one of these and was able to take a guy out who was like up on a cliff face. I only saw like maybe this much of his head. And I beamed him right in the noggin. It was awesome. But with the black powder pouches and the clay bomb pouches, you guys will notice I carry those in my arsenal here, just in case I ever want to like get my ninja tool going, do some shit like that. Great, now I gotta replenish that. There we go. I don't. Oh my God! You can now store bullets and cannonballs. That is tempting. I mean, not incredibly tempting because the enemy don't carry guns, but just think about it, just beam someone with a fucking cannonball, that'd be hilarious. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the new additions. Sorry if I'm missing any. There's no new food. Getting to the items, we've got the fire starter, which is new. But yeah, look, cannonballs, bullet charge, shot charges, darts, clay bombs, they're all inventoriable. So yeah, this is what the fire starter does. Every click adds 1 tier of imbuement. So let me just grab a quick weapon here. Oh yeah, this is new! This is a new sword. It's Persian, yeah? Or Prussian? No, Hungarian Polish. With a chain added for hand protection. Yeah, every click imbues it a little more until it hits maximum, and then you go. But say you're in the dungeon and you get that little torch that they have off the wall, you can just to light your torch, you know? So, is this the one from my... No, it is not, so yeah, there's a lot of new shit. It's just proving the point that this mod is a must-have for anyone who's going to play this game. This looks new. Might be, might not be. Beautiful fucking sword. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. New update coming out to Blade and Sorcery soon is going to add swimming as well as a new dungeon and breakable objects. I'm excited for the breakable objects. We're also getting, in the Medieval Mega Pack, we're getting a new Copus. Where is the Copus? Or Kukuri, here we go. I think this is the new one, actually. They were going to add a less ornamental. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Yep, because it doesn't look as fancy as the old one did. Yep. Because the old one looked more like a work of art than a weapon. So they wanted to add one that you wouldn't feel bad dicing people up with. Pretty sure it's this guy. So, yeah. I'm actually going to use this. Fuck it. I'm gonna take you with me. I'm gonna do a quick dungeon run, and then I'm gonna end this, and my wife and I are gonna go get sushi. To showcase some of the new changes, as much as you guys want to see me use the guns, I'm not gonna use the guns. I'm going to take the... You know what? Fuck it. Let's take the base game bow. It's not a bad bow. It really isn't. Plus, thanks to a glitch in my summon weapon mod, it just materializes arrows by doing this. Thanks to my spectral weapons, or spectral armory mod, it can just materialize arrows. And these arrows don't go away like the summonable ones do sometimes. So, they also don't... Oh, they do disappear from the door. That's dope. See, I'm going to take a bow with me. I'm going to take his exploding arrows with me. And we're going to blow some fuckers up. And now I need a very... Because, like, this is a reliable fighting weapon. Alright? The Gurkha use it very effectively. But I need a weapon that I know I can lean on as a primary. Sorry about that. I know that's right into the fucking mic. Anytime I need a weapon I can lean on, I'm leaning on my cat's balder. I'm also going to change my armor. Yeah, I've got these three now. You'll see them in the dungeons. Should I go Hauberk or... Hauberk or Plate? Is there anybody watching my video right now? One person, it says. If anybody's watching this video right now, let me know. Do you want to see Plate or Chain? I'll give you guys a minute. I'm looking at the live chat. I'm glancing under my headset. Oh, I think it just clicked over that what I said. Wow, that is some delay. That is some feckin' delay. Still nothing in the live chat. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna go Hauberk. I think he put that on over his other shit. We're gonna go full face guard. We're gonna go legs. And then it doesn't come with arm protection, really, but that's okay. I'm gonna go over here real quick. Yoo! Bah. Yep, he has the shirt on underneath. Okay, I don't have any pants or anything on, so that's good. Back on my hat. That off. That off. There we go. I should be good to go. See, chain like this. Whoa. There we go. Chain like this is incredibly effective at turning blades. Not so effective against piercing weapons like spears or blunt weapons. But if I go over here real quick. Whoa, I did not mean to double click it. and I put on the plate that they have, this plate is effective against a lot of things. But I originally did not like the way that it clips into itself. But you know what? Let's go plate, shall we? I'm liking the look of that too. I like the red. I really like the red. Alright, we're going plate. But I do need some hand mitt things, some gloves. I need some gloves. And I don't want to go plate gloves because they look weird. Like, I'll show you what I mean. See, it kind of clips into it. If I'm going to go gloves, I'm probably going to go mercenary glove. Yeah, because that looks a lot more natural. There we go. Alright, let's go. Oh, I forgot to show you guys this. I'm an earthbender now. I can pull walls from the ground. I can pull a ton of rocks and then fire them all at once. I can pull up individual rocks and fire them individually. I can pull up a bunch of spikes. I can surge the earth, or I can do my personal favorite. Big ol' stone pillars. I also have ice magic that allows me to shoot ice spikes that I can then interact with. And like, these stab butter easy, and they freeze the opponent completely solid, making them like, oh shit, making them paralyzed for a second. Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah, the ice spikes are pretty potent. They're also, because you can like level them up on a skill-based system, you get attributes. I have like the shurikens, which are just like little shots that can be frost immune. Zero gravity ice, which is why that one just kind of bounced away. And grabbable ice aim, which gets rid of the deviation that the ice has when I throw it. Deviation to it a little bit. And then here are the other merges. A merge with ice, merging with fire, merging with gravity, and then I have the electricity merge. Boom and boom. And these are the ice shurikens, allegedly fired. It also has an earth merge, because these were made by the same person. Anyone caught within that turns into a big block of ice. The earth does have merges with others. This fires a series of incredibly powerful rocks. Merging it with lightning. Break it apart, and it rains a bunch of spikes right in front of you. I wish they were a little further out. Like, you know, they're just right in front of you. I think that is it storming, or was that just it landing up there? Personally, my favorite is mixing it with gravity. This is some shit straight out of Dark Souls. Look at that, you've got fucking Ansels and meteors or whatever. And you've got the fucking meteor spell that you can use. And then I don't think Earth has an Earth merge. No. I don't know. What the fuck? doesn't normally happen, I swear. Normally I can get it up just fine. Yeah, we'll go 2 and 2. Why not? We'll wrap this stream up with a little bit of normal violence. Violent. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Man, I cannot wait for the next official magic, which is soul magic, to be added. Because from what it sounds like, it's going to be like a life leech healing kind of thing, you know? A way to heal your character without the use of potions. Either by stealing life from others or just by healing you outright. Be able to control other people. It's going to be pretty dope. It's going to be some dope magic. I can't wait. Because once they add some sort of necromancy or whatever to this game, some sort of that, I'll officially be a Skyrim mage. I mean, think about it. I've got fire, ice, and lightning magic. I have some gravity. I don't think gravity's in it. But I have conjuration. You know, being able to, you know, summon dagger, summon sword, you know, summon battle axe. If I do both. Alright, let's take this seriously. Damn it! I did not time that right. Thank God I've got 1,000 of these. Really? I'm just trying to hit her with it now. There we go. I think the other one fell off the cliff. I genuinely do. Oh, how did I... Really? Alright, you know what? Oh my god, I am the worst at murder. Let's get him one of these days. Oh, it's lit. There we go. Now I know he's dead. Shit. There we go. No, can't open the door yet. Oh yeah, they're gonna add destruction, so I'll be able to like body slam somebody through a table. I'm so fucking excited. I think I gotta go down this way then. Yep. Oh, we're getting fancy in this dungeon already. Ow! I forgot my cheats. So yeah, this torch. I told you, there's always one of them in the dungeon. Pick up the torch. You light it. Wait for it. Follow the light! Dirt. Eat dirt? Says the woman who's currently flat on the ground? Yeah. No. Just follow the light! Bam! Right in the teeth. Surprise! I glitched through the terrain for a second there when I jumped. Yeah, see how much easier that is now? What do you have on you? What? Oh, the Yaruga? Yakuda? The Gouda cheese? Yadagan. You got the Yadagan.
You will
Hi! I will regret what? Regret? You will regret this. Oh my god. See what I mean? If your hand isn't tilted right, it doesn't work. But I don't believe he's dead. Now I believe that he's dead. What up? Fucking hoplite? I was gonna say it bounced off his armor. That is awesome. He. Good to know your armor's fucking arrow-proof. Just, you know, I would not be able to sneak in thick-ass plate and chain like this. I think that's a Varangian. One of my brothers. Really? Oh yeah, it is a Varangian. He is not dead. Getch. I left too much time on it. Oh god, they're backing me up towards a cliff. Dick kick! Off the ledge you go! Overwhelming with attacks! Damn, he has good defense. Threw everything I had at him. Go low! Yes! The go low technique. Should have known. So I'm starting to think I need to carry a heavier weapon to get through their armor. Something like a war axe. Cheers. Okay, I can either go the safe way or YOLO bitches! Oh shit! No low bitches! Oh my god, I almost fucking died. Can I even reach that? Whoa! Got it! Yeah! Made it! Whoa! Cannot sneak up on me like that. Though I do believe you've brought me the answer to my prayers. Hold on to that for me, will you? Oh my god, I got him through the shield. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll free you from your curse. I can't take his arm off. He keeps moving too much. No. There we go. Hold on. Come here. Gotcha. Jesus. Give me my knife back. Got it. Alright, and that can just be its own issue. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, this place is fucking lovely. I don't think I've ever actually been to the out... I'm pretty sure I just skipped a whole section of this castle by going this direction. What the fuck is up there? Hold on, we're breaking from our regularly scheduled programming for a second. No, it won't. An invisible wall. Damn you. Well, oh, the stairs? They're all covered in rubble? That's the edge of the map. Look at all this shit. That's where I just was. That's where I climbed up now. And that's where I murdered that guy. care of the hoplite. That's the hard one. Whoa! Pump the brakes a little. This is clearly a church of some kind. No, 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 no. Oh, God damn it, is my hand stuck? Oh, oh, oh. There we go. There we go. Put that back in my inventory. I'm just gonna worry about getting my hand out. There we go. Climbing on your walls. I forget that you don't always need the Sudoku, or whatever they're called. That as long as you can hear yourself click into place, you can grab just about any surface in this game and climb with the strength of Atlas. There is another person. Grip on this stone. Oh shit! That was almost bad. Shit. Oh, I think I killed everybody. Yeah, it was just these two yahoos. Why was I being so nervous then? I thought there was gonna be a big ass fucking battle here. I had people pouring out of the fucking walls and shit. There's the book here. I stole your book! Okay, now hold the fuck on. If there's people here, then is this the way forward? Because then that would mean the other way is not the way forward. How? Fuck? What? There's even a floor out here and everything? There's a hole outside It's like well textured and shit. There's a door there I can't use. I gotta answer this now. Is this an actual pad? Whoa! No, it is not. Okay, so this was the extrapolis way to go. This is the way I'm supposed to go. Well, bitch, what's your next move? His next move is to look right fucking at me. Hi! Probably gotta go through there. What the fuck? No. Okay. Fuck. Hi. No. Man, I was doing so well. Oh shit. Run! I think I dropped my kukri. Bitch! You are hard to kill. Ow! Whoa! You know what? I got a secret for you. Bitch! That's right, I'm whipping the magic out. There we go. How is that not cutting you? Oh, Jesus. Got your axe. Fuck it. Ditch it. Oh, that's right. Not using earth. Whoa. Fuck off. I'm a terrible shot. Whoa. I can't believe I caught that. Let go. so many axes lying around. Whoa. These axes did nothing against the Varangian armor. I need a better weapon for fighting them. They are fucking red. I mean, this is a pretty good one. That laid him out fucking nicely. I guess I could have just done this. Like, I had a bunch of fucking rocks rain down on the both of us. See anything you like? No. Woo! Since I'm all out of weapons. Nah. Alright, come here. Yo! Ow! Oh. Got your wrist. I need new weapons. I just realized I still have my Kukiri. Okay. Ooh, the Annalise. I do like this short sword. Was I not supposed to come up here? Was that entirely, like, strenuous? Oh my god, it was. Holy shit, she brought it. She brought it all the way back to me. Oh, so my aim is all off. Oh shit. That's a fucking double. Yep, here we go. No, it's not working! Where's my wall? Ah! Ah, shit! Ah. Yeah. There we go. Fuck both of you again. No, do the spikes. He's not doing any of the magic. Woo. I don't know why, but doing some of these in slow-mo just doesn't work. But they work just fine in normal speed. So many fucking magicians! Fuck off! Clap it! Smack it! Oh, those aren't gonna reach you. There we go. You're dealt with. Here. Woo! Oh, shit. Woo! Ah. For it. Oh, she was chasing me with a bomb arrow stuck in her leg. Damn it. Alright, well I gotta go home because apparently Bonnie's making a ton of fucking messes. And I gotta take care of that, but now you guys kind of get the gist of the new stream, so have fun, stay safe. I'm gonna go eat sushi.